And good evening, high school baseball fans, and welcome to Dover City Park tonight. Big Time Sports bringing you another big time high school baseball game. Tonight is the visiting Prairie Panthers taking on the Dover Tornadoes. We are Big Time Sports. It's a beautiful day at Dover City Park, and on the mound tonight for the Dover Tornadoes, a young man by the name of Edwards, Chase Edwards, on the mound tonight. All right, so let's thank our pregame sponsor now, and that has to be Right Mark Roofing. The good people at Right Mark Roofing taking care of our pregame show. So let's talk now about our keys to the game, and of course, the keys to the game brought to you by who? Yes, you got it. It's the good guys at Buckeye Career Center. All right, so let's talk about the Prairie Panthers. They got to get the offense going. They got to jump on Edwards. They got to get a lead early to take care of these Dover Tornadoes. For Dover, continue the dominant pitching. Dover's got a cupboard full of pitchers on the bump, and I'll tell you what, they are pretty tough. Let's look now at our Tuscarawas Insurance Company starting lineups, and it looks this way. In center field, we've got Roman Halter. In left field, Cade Kohrenballer. Jack Gitz will be at third base behind the plate. Hunter Brand in the first pitch of the ball game. In there for a called strike from Chance Edward. Yep, I'd like to thank the good guys at Mountain Hope Fence for taking care of our first pitch sponsor. At Mountain Hope Fence, they've got the inside on the outdoors. That last pitch by Edwards, outside and low, so the count now even at 1. Nice night, except we got a lot of wind. So I'm using a lot of tape up here, taping things down to the table tonight.
Let's go, Rowan. Let's go, Rowan.
Edwards looks. He'll bring it.
Good.
That one gonna miss the mark also, so a 2-1 count now to the leadoff hitter, and his name is Halter. Rowan Halter, the leadoff hitter. Uh-oh, look out, that one is gonna fall. So the leadoff hitter for the Prairie Panthers drives a single into left field. So let's take a look at that again. Compliments of the Denison yard. There's the pitch. He went down low, and he got it low, but he drove it to center field to start things off. So stepping in now, young man by the name of Cade Kohrenballer. Kohrenballer will step in with the teammate aboard and nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Dover and Perry. Perry coming in 0-3 on this very young season. Count now 0-1 on Kohrenballer. Perry got beat last night by McKinley. There's another one. That's going to go to the right side of the infield, and the guy at first base is going to come all the way around to third base. So all of a sudden, with nobody out, we got runners on the corners for the Panthers. And Edwards now has given up 2 hits to the first 2 batters, and here it is again. Compliments of the Denison yard. First baseman can't get to it, so it's going to go out into right field for another single. So a little rally here. Stepping in now will be Jack Kintz. Jack Kintz is the right fielder. No, excuse me, he's the second baseman for the Prairie Panthers. Kohrenballer with runners on the corners. Runner's going to go down to second base. Short throw. Picked off there by Luke Leggett, the second baseman of the Dover Tornadoes. So 1 ball, no strikes. This one is going to go through the right side of the infield. This is going to score 1 run now. But the first 3 hitters in the lineup have all reached base on just little bingo singles. Let's take a look at this one again. This is 3 in a row now for the Perry Panthers. Compliments of the Denison Yard. So Chase Edwards has faced 3 batters, has given up 3 hits so far, and stepping in now will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Brand. Brand is the catcher for the Panthers.
Okay. That guy's eager to hit. I would not feed him another strike or out.
Dover 3-1 on the season. Swing and a miss, and again the runner will go down to second base, so we've got nobody out. We got a run in. We got runners at second and third, and the cleanup hitter at the plate with a count of 0-2. So he'll get the strikeout. All right, here it is again. Here's the strikeout for out number 1 in the contest. Brand will look at it on the outside corner, and of course Brand does not agree with that. But the call is strike 3. So with that, stepping in now will be Brian Whitmer, the shortstop. A chance now, a hit in the right spot. You know, could score 2 runs. So already the Panthers up 1-0 here in the top of the first. There's one that's going to be a long fly ball to left field, and that runner from third is going to score. And they're going to hold the runner at second base, but Perry with 2 outs now in the top of the first, but with 2 in on the scoreboard. Let's check out that fly ball to left center. There you see the catch, the throw coming in. The runner will score from third, and it will hold the runner at second base. So from the left side of the plate, that's going to bring up Ben Rogers. Ben is the Panther first baseman. First pitch, nice pitch by Edwards in there for a called strike on Rogers. That one is going to be low to even things at 1. Perry Panthers out of the Federal League. Lost a tough one last night to the Bulldogs. That one is also going to miss. That's going to make it 2-1 now on Ben Rogers. That one is also going to miss. That's going to go back to the backstop, and the runner will advance to third base now with 2 outs. Here it is again. Check it out. This one is going to be low and in the dirt. Going to go back to the screen, and the runner's going to scamper down to third base. So let's see now if Rogers, with a count of 3-1, can bring that teammate in. That one is going to be low, and that's going to be a walk. And again, on the corners, first and third with 2 outs. 15 is Carson Maley. Let's check this out. Here's the pitch. Here's the ball 4. That one is low and away for ball 4. Carson Maley, the third baseman, with 2 outs and teammates on the corners, and guess what? Got to hurry to get that one. Good play for out number 3. Brody Hale with the put out from second base. Good job, Brody. So, but not before Perry opens things up with a couple runs in the top of the first inning. So we've got a half inning in the book. Panthers up 2-0. Tornadoes coming up momentarily. But with that, I want to thank the Wayne Garage Door people for sponsoring our scoreboard. Wayne Garage Door has a brand new facility on Route 39 between Dover and Sugar Creek. All right, yeah, let's try the lineups again here. And let's look now. Rowan Halter, leadoff hitter. Cade Kernbrower at second spot. Jack Kintz, Hunter Brand, Brian Whitmer, Ben Rogers, Carson Maley, Roman Alessandro, Ryan Schneider, and Jonathan Lemon are the guys that I have in my book in the booth here. That's the Perry lineup. Let's check out Dover. Dover looks like this. The leadoff hitter, Luke Leggett, the shortstop. In right field, Jacob Neredo. In left field, Liam Mast. At third base, Jack Judkins. Behind the plate, Braden Brerejon. At first base, Cam Nauer. The DH is Beckham Mast. The second baseman is Brody Hale. The center fielder is K.O. Oswald. And on the mound, of course, Chase Edwards. Now let's take a look at this pitcher, Roman Alessandro. On the bump tonight for the Perry Panthers. Alessandro taking his warm-up throws. There you see get a nice shot of Alessandro. Go down to second base, just about ready to start things off now in the bottom of the first inning. Coming to the plate for the Dover Tornadoes will be the shortstop.
Number 3, Luke Leggett.
Cade, you're way.
Luke Leggett. Luke Leggett will lead things off. Already down 2-0. Let's see what Dover can do against Alessandro of the Panthers. Well, he brought that one, but he missed. Had a little pop on that pitch. Tall, lanky pitcher. Throws that leg high. That one, oh, wow, he's going to call that. He called that one a strike. Well, not only was it high, but okay, we got a count of 1-1 now on Leggett. That went in there for a ball, so it'll make it 2-1 now on the leadoff hitter, Luke Leggett. The Tornadoes 3-1 on the season. That one's going to miss. That's going to make it 3-1 now on Leggett. You know, we talked in our pregame show, we talked about the keys to the game, and the keys to the game said, hey, Perry has got to jump on Dover early and get some runs on the board, and that's exactly what they have done. High chopper to third base should be no problem. Call that one 6-3, Smoochie. So out number 1, 6-3, Leggett with a chopper to the shortstop. Here it is, compliments of the Dennison Yard. Out number 1. Let's go now to hitter number 2 for the Dover Tornadoes. This is Jacob Neredo. Neredo is the right fielder for the Tornadoes. Looks at a good pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. That one low. 1-1 the count now on Jacob Neredo. Alessandro will look to Hunter Brand for the sign, and apparently it was a good one. 1-2 now, the count on Neredo. We are live from Dover City Park. A non-league game for the Dover Tornadoes against the Federal League Perry Panthers. Alessandro will bring it. Swing and a miss, but I tell you what, they got to get it down to first, and they do for out number 2. Let's look at it again. And let's see what Neredo does with the bat.
Number 8.
Well, I'll tell you what, he tried to reach it, could not do it. Catcher muffed it down to first base for out. Number 2. Coming up now, the left fielder, Liam Mast. So let's see what Liam Mast does against Alessandro. That pitch is high for ball 1. Liam Mast will play baseball next year about this time for the Malone Pioneers for Coach Tom Crank at Malone. That one is going to be a ball. That one is low for ball 2. Liam Mast is in left field tonight, and of course, when he's not in left field, he's on the mound for the Tornadoes. Gonna call that one. That one's gonna make it 2-1 now. We've got 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. Perry with an early lead of 2-0 now on the Tornadoes. That one is going to get through the left side of the infield. Shortstop can't get to it, so Liam Mast will get the first hit of the ball game for the Tornadoes. So with 2 outs now, let's look at the replay. Liam Mast is going to drive the ball to left field for a 2-out single for the Tornadoes. Let's take a look now with 2 outs at the third baseman, Jack Judkins. Alessandro will keep him tight over there at first base. Judkins is ready. That one is going to be high. So Smooch, we got a 1-0 count on Jack Judkins.
Go, City Boy.
The 1-0 pitch.
Oh, that was an awesome pitch, though.
All right, let's go again. Count 1 ball, no strikes. Foul back, out of play. So Judkins will step back in with a count of 1-1 now. Got Liam Mast, who wrapped that single into left field, standing down there at first base with 2 outs. Mast will get back. Hunter Brand will give the signal to Alessandro. Back to first base. He wants to keep him tight at first base. I wouldn't worry about him. I don't know why he's thrown over there with 2 outs, but I'm not a coach. Oh, that's number 4 now that he's thrown over there. 2 outs. We got a 1-1 count now on Judkins.
My boy Hunter's got a cannon!
Liam Mast is going to get into second base, head first. Let's watch the play at second base. Wow, just got in. It was close, but he got in. So with 2 outs now, runner in scoring position, Judkins with a count of 1-2. That one is high. That's going to even the count at 2-2. Check the runner at second base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's going to go to the backstop, but guess what? We are going to be safe on the corners. So the ball got past Brand behind the plate, went to the backstop. Let's look at the action here. Judkins is going to get down to first base. There's a swing and a miss. Judkins is going to get down to first baseline. And Liam Mass now standing at third base. So with 2 outs now. Dover with a little bit of excitement here. Already down 2-zip. A hit will score a run. Braden Burgeon at the plate. The Dover catcher looks at the first pitch ball now. So gets him bat on the ball, throw, fake to third, throw over to first base. Everybody safe. The Dover catcher with a count of 1 ball, no strikes, looks at the next pitch from Alessandra. It's low and away for ball 2, so 2-zip. Burgeon looking at Coach Jeff Fondrius coaching down at third base.
Let's go, Roman!
To see what he wants to do now.
Woo!
First and third. 2 outs. Dover, of course, down 2-zip already. A hit means a run. Ooh, nice pitch. Good pitch by Alessandra. For strike 1. 2-1 now. On Burgeon. Look back at first base. Judkins gets back. Here we go now with the 2 outs and a 2-1 count.
Let's go, Roman! I'm big!
The 2-1 pitch. That's going to score a run. That's an RBI single for the Dover catcher, Braden Burgeon. That'll make it 2-1 now. And we have yet to play a complete inning, and here it is again. He put it right where he needed to. He got it out there to score the runner from third base, and Dover now with 2 outs, down 1. Runner at second base, and stepping in now is Cam Nauer. Nauer, the Tornado first baseman. Runners at first and second. Nice pitch. Nice pitch by Alessandra.
Let's go, Roman! Let's go, Roman! Yeah!
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a 1 bouncer to the third baseman, but as the third baseman collected the ball, he kind of slipped on that infield and almost went down, so runners are all safe now. Runners all over the place for the Tornadoes. Here it is again. Check it out now. Down there at third base, that's Carson Maley. Trying to find his footing. Couldn't quite do it, so runners safe for the Tornadoes. That'll load them up now with 2 outs, and here's the DH. This is the Dover DH. This is Beckham Mast. Boy, I'll tell you what, a hit right now will be a big one for the Dover DH. 2-1, big time sports coming at you with big time baseball coverage tonight.
Great pitch incoming, here we go.
Oh, guess what? The DH is going to go down with his bat on his shoulder. Wow, a called third strike is going to end the first inning. So after 1, we've got the Perry Panthers up 2-1. We'll be back to Dover City Park after you watch this. We are back, Big Time Sports, bringing you big time high school baseball tonight from Dover City Park. The Perry Panthers up 2-1 after 1 complete inning, as the Perry Panthers will now come to the plate again here in the top of the 2nd. And, of course,
Good take, Ryan Spicer. That's about 6'3".
the DH will lead things off here in the top of the 2nd. This is Ryan Smizer. Ryan Smizer, the DH.
We're all good spies up there.
First pitch. Second pitch is going to even things at 1. Guess what?
Here we go.
Edwards gets another strike call to make it 1-2 now on the Panther DH.
Go 2-4.
That one is going to be low and will even the count at 2. Hey, check out our schedule. Go to BigTimeSportsOhio.com, click on schedule, and check out our baseball and our softball schedule for this spring. And guess what? Edwards gets strike 3 call. So very quickly, 1 out here in the top of the 2nd inning. Here's a look at that last pitch by Edwards.
Here we go.
Nice pitch, called 3rd strike, and the replay, of course, compliments of the Denison yard. Jonathan Lemon will step in for the Perry Panthers. Lemon, the right fielder for the Panthers. We got a lot of wind tonight, so if you get it up in the air in that outfield, you might want to pay attention to what you're doing out there, because that wind can get a little tricky when that ball's gone out. That pitch is going to make it 1-1 now to Jonathan Lemon. Craig Whitaker, head coach of the Perry Panthers. Jeff Fondriest will do the same for the Dover Tornadoes.
John, you got a kip. Oh, man, protect it here, protect.
Edwards with a 1-1 count.
Good.
That'll make it 2-1. Discussion out there.
I'm done. I'm done.
All right, they got it right this time on the scoreboard. 2-2 is a count. Here's a pitch. That one is high, and that one is going to go out into the street behind the backstop here. So still a 2-2 count on Jonathan Lemon. That one in the dirt. That's going to make it a full count now to the Panther right fielder. Chopper. Chopper towards the Perry dugout. Sends him scrambling in that Perry dugout. So the count's still 3-2 now on Lemon.
Let's go, Jonathan.
Here's a pitch. How about it? Chase Edwards gets his second K of the inning. Here it is again, a good pitch. Gets him swinging for out number 2 now here in the top of the second. Let's go to our leadoff hitter. And that happens to be Rowan Halter. Little dribbler at third base. Ha! You're not going to beat that out with Judkins at third base, baby. Smoochie, put that 5-3 in the book for out number 3. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning after you watch this.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
All right, and welcome back to Dover City Park. We are Big Time Sports, bringing you live high school baseball coverage. And I'll tell you what, let's take a look now, starting things off for the Dover Tornadoes in the bottom of the second inning. That would be the second baseman, Brody Hale. Hale now will step in against Alessandro of the Panthers. First pitch. Hey, that first pitch looked nice from where I'm sitting. Strike one.
Go one.
Brody Hale, a junior. Second baseman. That one, guess what? A little blooper. We call that a Texas leaguer, but I'll tell you what, she wasn't pretty, but Brody Hale with his first hit of the ball game. Here it is again. Here comes Brody. Check it out. Leading things off now. Brody Hale leads off the bottom of the second with a single to left field. Here comes Cale Oswald, the center fielder. Takes a called strike on the first pitch from Alessandro. So in these early innings, both teams putting runs on the scoreboard. Both teams putting some bat on the ball. There's a bunt. That is a good bunt, and guess what? Got him at first base, but he's going to advance the runner. That was a good bunt, and you know what I like about that bunt the most? He put it right down the first base line. It was close, but they got him at first base, so 1 out now. Bottom of the second, the runner at second base is Brody Hale. After that signal to left field, this is Luke Leggett, the shortstop. Alessandro will look Hale back at second. Wow, there's the pitch to Leggett. And he gets a called strike on the first pitch. So Luke Leggett, the shortstop, with a teammate at second base. The 0-1 pitch from Alessandro. He's going to look back to second base. Prairie Panthers 0-3 coming in. 2 of their losses to Federal League foe McKinley. They played McKinley last night and got beat by 1 run. Leggett is going to send one. Let's see. Going to get it. The center fielder is going to come in and take it in shallow left center field for out number 2. So Leggett goes down. And let's look at it again. That one was up in the air. And like I said before, we got a lot of wind tonight, so it's a little tricky out there. Thank you, Dennison Yard, for the replay, as Jacob Naretto, now the right fielder, will step in for Dover. So 2 outs, and Brody Hale still at second base. That one is high. First pitch, a ball. Charlie Jones calling the action tonight, and in the booth with me, Smoochie Jones, keeping the book for me, bringing you all the action on the Big Time Sports TV network. That one is out and away.
Let's go, Roman!
That'll even the count at 1. Going to get the signal from Hunter Brand. Brand is the Perry catcher. He's the battery mate tonight of Alessandro. Roman Alessandro on the bump tonight for the Panthers. That one won't find a strike zone. That'll make it 2-1 now. Naretto hitting in that number 2 spot for the Dover Tornadoes. Has Hale still at second base. 2 outs on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can bring Hale around to tie things up. Well, that one is going to be in the air, but guess what? Looks like it should be caught in center field, and it is for out number 3. So there you have it. 2 in the books. Our score 2-1 after 2. We'll be back to more Big Time Sports action after you watch this.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
We are back to the top of the third inning here at Dover City Park. Big Time Sports bringing you the Tornadoes, taking care of business with the Perry Panthers. First pitch to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third inning, Cade Karenbauer. Takes a called strike from Edwards on the first pitch. So 2-1, 2 complete innings. Wow, got another strike call from Chase Edwards. So it's 0-2 now on Cade Karenbauer.
He's going to the Ohio
Edwards
State.
will bring it. That one's going to be fouled back. Got a story to tell you about young Chase Edwards, and this is what I'm hearing. Now, is it gospel? Wow, I don't know, but I know I'm close, and I'll tell you about it after this pitch. 0-2 pitch. Uh-oh, it's a strike 3 call, but he's going to boogie down to first base, and guess what? Is he in there? Well, they got him at first base, close, but they got him, so let's take a look at it. A lot of action here again on a called third strike. Catcher's got to get it back and get it down to first base just in time to get out number 1. So let's watch now as Jack Kintz will step in. Kintz, the second baseman for the Perry Panthers. Kint's first trip got a hit. Got hit his first time at the plate. Swing and a miss. Nice swing, but a good pitch. That'll even the count now at 1. So Kint's looking for hit number 2 now here in the early going. Edwards would deliver. Can't get it to go. Edwards. If you notice, you people out there watching Big Time Sports tonight, notice that Edwards does not waste any time in between pitches. I think they got a 10-second clock on him because I tell you what, he's ready to go. Well, there's a full count now. Full count to Jack Kintz with 1 out here in the top of the third. That ball's going to go right to Luke Leggett. Luke Leggett, no problem. Luke Leggett. Here you go with a 6-3 out number 2. Ground ball down to Dover's Luke Leggett. Over to first base for out number 2 now. Let's watch Hunter Brand step in. 1-0, the count. Second pitch coming from Edwards. Last time up, Hunter Brand with a called third strike. His first appearance. Let's see what he does this time against Chance Edwards. We got a 3-0 count now on Hunter Brand. Brand, the Panther catcher. We'll look at a 3-0 pitch from Edwards. That one is high and inside, so he'll send him down to first base here with the 2 out. So Chance Edwards had things going his way until that walk. Here it is again. There's a pitch. You can see it high and inside, so that'll send Brand down to first base. This is Brian Whitmer now, the shortstop, who flew out to center field his first trip. So we got 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Ooh, nice pitch from Chase Edwards. If you just joined us, 2-1. The Perry Panthers on top. Perry got 2 runs to open the game. Swing and a miss. That'll make the count 0-2 now on Brian Whitmer. Edwards looks. He should be out. And he is. I'll tell you what, I called that one all the way from over here in the broadcast booth. So let's check this out now. Compliments of the Mountain Hope Fence defense. Great throw down to second base. That's Braden Bergeron. The Dover catcher with a nice throw down to second base. Boom. Tag is on him and out. Number 3. So 2.5 in the books now. We still stand at 2-1. Yeah, let's keep it right here now. Hey, so let's talk about Chance Edwards. Here's the story that I got tonight before tonight's game. Chase Edwards, the other day before the team was headed to Tri-Valley for a game, they were here warming up. Chase Edwards took a pitch off of a bat, took a foul ball off of a bat, and it hit him in the mouth. And young Mr. Chase Edwards had to go to the emergency room. He got 4 stitches in his lip from that foul tip. Excuse me, it was a foul tip off a bat. He got 4 stitches in his lip. He was supposed to pitch that night down at Tri-Valley. After he got the stitches, he got in his car. He drove himself to Tri-Valley High School, where he went out and got on the bump with his mouth packed with, gauze and Novocaine. And he pitched 6 scoreless innings at Tri-Valley High School. Now, I know I probably didn't get some of that right, but you get my drift. You Dover people know what happened. Anyway, it's a feel-good story, and it's a story about somebody that really wants to compete. Chase Edwards. All right, so that's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Liam Mast will step in. Liam Mast in center field tonight for the Dover Tornadoes. First time up. Base hit. Second time up, guess what? The wind's got it, the wind's got it. Where's it at? It's against the fence, and Liam Mast is going to get into second base with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's all right. Let's check it out now on the Simpson Heating and Cooling Big Blast. And here comes the Big Blast compliments of Simpson. Liam Mast almost got that one to go out, but he's at second base with a stand-up double and his second hit of the ball game. Here comes third baseman Jack Judkins, who also has got a good bat. Judkins on the season hitting .588. After 4 games, Judkins hitting .588, not too shabby. So let's see now if Judkins can make some contact and move Mast around here to tie things up. Ooh, nice pitch. Almost took a poke at it, decided to hold up, but it was a nice pitch from Alessandro. Roman Alessandro on the mound for the Panthers. Judkins 0-1. Mast at second base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. High chopper, shortstop, gonna throw to first base, gonna get him at first base. Nice play, good defense, Perry Panthers, and I'll tell you what, don't get any better than that. Let's watch Brian Whitmer at shortstop. Whitmer is going to get down. He's going to field the ball cleanly. He's going to get it all the way across the infield to first baseman Ben Rogers for out number 1. Good play, Perry Panthers. Here's the Dover catcher, Braden Bergeron. Got a base hit his last time up. So Dover now with 4 hits in the contest. Perry with 3, but Perry's still up 2-1. Bergeron will look at a pitch. That's going to even a count now at 1-1 on Braden Bergeron. All right, so I've just been told that, Charlie, you are butchering his last name. And after this pitch, uh-oh, what was that? That was a ball. How do you pronounce it? Bergeron. Okay. All right, Braden Bergeron, the Dover catcher, with a 2-1 count, a teammate at second base. And a hit will bring him in from second. Pop up, going to be out of play. That'll make the count even at 2. Roman Alessandro look to Hunter Brand behind the plate for a signal. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, that one again is going to get past the catcher. Catcher lost it at the backstop, so the runner all the way down on the corner at third base. So here's the replay. Yeah, watch it get past the catcher. Alessandro put it in the turf. Catcher couldn't get down quick enough, so it'll go all the way to the backstop. The runner will advance now to third base with only 1 out. A full count on Bergeron. Bergeron will step back in. Full count. 1 out, runner on the corner. Well, he's going to get a pass. He's going to go down to first base. Ball 4. So that'll put runners at first and third now. And 1 out. Let's take a look at it again on that last pitch. So that is a ball 4. And that'll bring up the first baseman for the Tornadoes, Cam Nauer. And we're going to have a courtesy runner down at first base. And who's that going to be? It looks like number 7. Number 7 might be. Is that 7 down there? That's Gavin Van Horn. The runner down at first base. Van Horn, the sophomore. Nauer. The Dover first baseman with a chance here to tie things up if he can make contact with the ball and get it out there. We got a runner standing at third base that'll come in and tie things up. Counts even at 1. Nauer awaits the Alessandro pitch, and they're going to take it to third again and go over to first. I've seen that before in the last inning. Well, they'll fake that throw to the runner at third. Try to catch that runner at first base off balance. Wow, that's a called strike on Nauer. That'll make the count 1-2 now on the Dover first baseman. Left field. Must have been a foul ball, huh? All right. It was down in the left field corner. We couldn't get an eye on it. But now we can. Let's take a look. He'll come back and step in. So there you see it down there. Wow, outside the line, foul ball. Nauer will step back in with the 1-2 count now. High chopper to third base. Runner's gonna score. They just get the force at second base, but Nauer will beat the throw to first. So it'll be 2 outs now. And here it is again. Close call. Watch it on the replay. Compliments of the Denison yard as Coach Whitaker will go out now and have a little chat with the base umpire and say, well, now he's going to go to the home plate umpire. Have a little chit chat. Not sure what they're talking about, but they are still talking. The Perry Panthers and the Dover Tornadoes tied up here at 2 apiece. And the Blue Crew tonight having a little chat out there in the infield. Yeah, I think, yeah, they might be thinking interference on a runner. Don't know for sure, but apparently it's off or not, because stepping in will be Beckham Mast, the DH. Dover scores a run to tie it up at 2. Dover with a runner at first base and 2 outs. Beckham Mast. The DH at the plate. Going to be a foul ball down the left field line. Beckham's first trip to the plate. Ooh. Took a called third strike. His first trip to the plate. Let's see now what Mast can do here with 2 outs. That one is high. So the count 1-0 now on the Beckham Mast. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. I like that one. From Alessandro to make it 1-2. 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning on the Big Time Sports TV network, and guess what? The DH for Dover, Beckham Mast, is going to put one to the left side of the infield with 2 outs. So here's Beckham Mast.
Batting for the Tornadoes, number 1, Brody.
Bouncer between short and the third, which will advance the runner now to second. So let's take a look now at Brody Hale, the second baseman. Brody Hale now, guess what? That's a foul ball and just foul. Hale looking for his second hit of the contest. Here it is again. This one is close, but no cigar down the third baseline. Count now 0-1 on the Dover second baseman, Brody Hale. Dover with runners at first and second. 2 outs. That one is low. And that one is going to make it 2-1 on the scoreboard. We've got 2 outs here. We got a 2-2 ball game. Dover has collected 5 hits so far. And with a hit here, could score the guy from second base. Uh-oh, another passed ball. Well, not passed ball, another wild pitch in the turf. I normally would say in the dirt, but of course, here it is again. Check it out. This one is going to be in the, wow. This catcher's getting a workout tonight. I know that's at least 3 that have gone to the backstop. Swing and a miss. That's going to make it a full count now on Brody Hale. Hale, the second baseman, with a full count. I'll tell you what, we got meat on the bone out there in the infield. Runners at second and third. Ooh, a swing and a miss. Uh-oh, what do we got? Got the... Wow. Got the... Yeah, let's take a look at this. It was off the bat. He foul tipped it, and it went right back and got the umpire. I think it got him more by surprise than he actually felt it, but I'm just glad the umpire is still with us. And I'll tell you what, it's a good thing they wear that protective gear, because that one was coming off the bat very, very quick. Hale now with a full count. He's going to get a walk. He's going to go down to first base and load him up. Yeah, here it is again. Here is ball 4 on our Denison Yard replay. So Hale will go down to first base. That loads him up. Stepping in, the center fielder, K.O. Oswald. And Coach Whitaker is going to go out to the mound and have a little chat with Roman Alessandro, the starting pitcher. So while he has that little chat, let me bring you up to date on what's happening at the Big Time Sports tomorrow, Saturday. We'll be back here at Dover City Park for some high school softball action. And how about that Dover softball team? Dover softball team 5-0, undefeated, and of course last year's state champion. We'll be back here tomorrow for a noon first pitch. It'll be the Dover Tornadoes taking on the Akron Hoban Knights in high school softball. So check us out. Check out our website for our replay times. Here's the pitch. Alessandro is going to miss that one. K.O. Oswald. 1-0 now on Oswald. Bases loaded. Ooh, a swing and a miss is going to even the count at 1. So Alessandro, knowing the bases are loaded and no room at the end for any more runners, does not want to put this guy on. Well, almost. They tried to get to it, couldn't quite reach that foul ball. So that'll make the count to 1-2 now on K.O. Oswald. Ben Rogers, the Panther first baseman, with a long, long run, trying to get to that foul ball, but couldn't quite get to it. So we got a count of 1 and 2 now on Cale Oswald. Bases loaded, tie ball game, pitch. Wow. That's going to do it. That's going to end it. That is out number 3 here in the bottom of the third. At the end of 3, we got a tie game at 2. We'll be back to the Big Time Sports Baseball Network after you watch this.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Baseball fans, join us, if you will, to the top of the 4th inning here at Dover City Park. We got a 2-2 ball game between the Prairie Panthers and the Dover Tornadoes. Big Time Sports coming your way. We are the #1 producer of high school sports in Ohio. Brian Whitmer, the shortstop, to face Chase Edwards. Oh, 2 pitch now to Whitmer. Grounder down to Cam Nauer, a little bit foul. So to make the count 0 and 2, but it'll put Whitmer back in the batter's box. Wow, how about that one? Boy, it's a good thing there's a screen between old Mellow Tones and Danger. Right, Smooch? Smoochy, you weren't scared, were you? Yeah, Smoochy says she was scared. A swing and a miss. Guess what? That's another K. Put another K in the book for Chase Edwards. And out. #1, let's check it out again. On the strike 3 swing. Ben Rogers now, the first baseman, will take a shot at Chase Edwards.
Let's go, man!
High chopper to second base. Hale's got to hurry, and he does. And out #2, and Smooch scored that one 4-3 for out #2. And let's look at it again. There it is. Good play by Brody Hale at second base. Carson Maley, the third baseman, comes in with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. That one is away for ball 1. Dover gifted with some good arms on the bump this year. They've got a stable of 4 or 5 guys that that they're not afraid to put out there. So that's good when it comes to high school baseball. You never have too much pitching. 1-1 now the count. Here comes a pitch from Edwards. What was the count, Smooch? 1-1. There's the strike. Now that makes it 2-2. I'm having a hard time. I can't see the umpire, the home plate umpire, because the on-deck circle is right between me and home plate. But that'll do it. I know that's strike 3, and I know that's out number 3. So the top of the 4th is gone. We're going to check out the bottom of the 4th after you watch this.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
All right, welcome back to Dover City Park. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. New pitcher for the Perry Panthers. That's Jonathan Umberger, number 12. Jonathan Umberger will come in relief of Roman Alessandro. That pitch in there for a strike. Umberger stepping in now here in the bottom of the 4th for the Perry Panthers with the score tied at 2. The Dover shortstop Luke Leggett with an 0-2 count now to start the inning. Leggett flew out to center field in his last trip. Leggett drives one to center field, right at the center fielder for out number 1. Here it is again. Let's watch the Dover shortstop, Luke Leggett. Got some good bat on the ball, but drove it right at the Perry center fielder. Let's take a look now. Jacob Naretto looks at a ball on the first pitch from Umberger. Jonathan Umberger, a junior, in relief of Alessandro here in the 4th inning.
What'll it be? Mustard or ketchup?
2-0 coming at you. Wow, that one is going to hit him. So Umberger hits the batter. So Loretto will go down to first, and here it is again. Watch Loretto on the inside now. Here comes the pitch.
Number 8.
Ooh, just caught him in the upper part of the back of the arm. So he'll take first base. He'll look at Liam Mast, who has a base hit and a double so far to his credit. So Mast having a good game. This one right at the third baseman. Got a good hop down at third base to throw Mast out at first. So Smoochie called that one 5-3. And let's look at it again.
Stepping up to the plate, number 4, Jack.
Good pickup down at third. He'll get it over to first base for out number 2 now. Jack Judkins, the third baseman, steps in. Foul ball back to the screen. Strike one on Jack Judkins. Umbarger with the runner at second base, pitching out of a stretch here. Judkins. Well, that's going to go through, and that's going to score a run. There's going to be a play at the plate, but guess what? He was in there, and I'm going to tell you what, Jacob Loretto did a good job rounding third base. This is going to bring it to you on the big play replay. Compliments of Domino's Pizza. Check it out. There's a hit up the middle. Here comes Loretto. Boogie around third base. Going to hit head first. Home plate. Going to be in there safe for run number 3. So an RBI for Judkins. And the Tornadoes on top now. 3-2. Second base. He's in there. So they're going to run him with the 2 outs. Braden Bergeron, the Dover catcher, and Smoochie. Last time at the plate, what about Braden? All right, he had a base on balls his last appearance. And had a base hit his first trip. So he is 1 for 1 so far in the contest. And speaking of 1 for 1, the count now 1-1 to the Dover catcher. Umberger looks, brings it. Ball 2. 2-1 now. The count. Ooh, a foul tip, and I'm gonna tell you what, this umpire is taking a beating. Wow, he's gonna get it this time on the foot or the ankle somewhere, and you can see, wow, let's take a look and see try to see where it hit him. Well, I was blocked by the base umpire, but wow. These umpires got a tough job. They got it. All right, so here's another angle. Here's a good angle. Check it out again. Oh, got him. Wow. That one is going to hurt, and he's going to be sore in the morning. You know, all the takes a beating behind the plate tonight, and I'm just glad that he's making it through his second mishap of the ball game. So let's play ball now with a count of 2-2 and 2 out. Runner at second. We got a lot of 2s up there to talk about. Here's the pitch. This one. Was in there for ball 3, so we got a full count. Runner at second. Full count. 2 outs. Umberger will bring it. Let's see. Oh, that one is going to miss. So Bergeron will go down to first base on the high pitch inside. Here it is again. You can see that Bergeron has to kind of duck his way out of there also, as we watch Cam Nauer now. Cam Nauer now step in. Umberger in a little bit of a jam here. Will miss the strike zone again for ball 1. So 2 on, 2 outs. A 3-2 contest in favor of the Tornadoes. Big Time Sports bringing you big time baseball action tonight from Dover City Park. That one is high. That one is in the air. Should be out number 3. The shortstop is going to drift back, and the shortstop is going to make the put out for out number 3. So we've got 4 down. We've got 4 in the books. We got a 3-2 contest in favor of the Tornadoes. We'll be back after this timeout. It's March, baby, and Simpson Heating and Cooling is bringing the heat. And the shot is up. The shot is up. You call that a shot? Why don't we get somebody to teach these guys about the game of hoops?
What do you think, Coach? I thought you said these guys were all-stars.
They are a lot more professional here in their installation. Check out this installation. He's got 1 turn. He makes 2 turns. Wow! Sweet banana. We have got a full installation.
Now I see what you meant when you were talking about all-stars. These guys know what they're doing.
Somebody call for an all-star?
When madness hits your home, choose Simpson.
All right, we are back to Dover City Park. Big Time Sports is the name of the game. And guess what? We want to thank the Wayne Garage Door people for taking care of our scoreboard here this season as Ryan Smizer steps in. Yes, and I want to thank the good guys at Mount Hope Fence for taking care of our first pitch sponsor. The weather's getting nicer. There's going to be a lot of outdoor activities. Get a hold of my buddies at Mount Hope Fence. They've got the inside on the outdoors at Mount Hope Fence. 1-1 the count now. On our leadoff hitter, the DH, it's Ryan Smizer for the Panthers. Edwards gets a called strike to make it 1-2 now to Smizer. So Edwards, only a junior on that Tornado staff, gets another strikeout in the ball game, and strikeout. All right, here it is again. Compliments of the Dennison yard. Nice pitch, swing and a miss for out number 1. Let's look now at Jonathan Lemon, the right fielder, who struck out his last appearance. There's one quick roller to third base. Judkins is going to fire a bullet over to Cam Nauer. So Smooch, put this in the books. Call it 5-3 for out number 2. And let's look at this on the Mount Hope Fence defense, baby. Check it out. Got to come out there quick. A bullet over to Nauer for out number 2 on the mound. Offense, defense. So Smooch, we got top of the order. So that'll bring Halter up. First pitch is a ball to Halter. Who already has a base hit to his credit. Judkins, baby, how about it? Judkins, quick of foot. Judkins has got to charge this ball, and he does. Compliments of the Dennison yard. You're going to look at it. There it is. And Judkins is going to get him at the first base. So that'll do it in the top of the 5th inning. And let's stay right here at Dover City Park. I want to thank you all for stepping in and watching the game with us tonight. Let's do a fan cam here while I'm thinking of it. The fan cam, of course, brought to you by who? By Dr. Sean Moan and the good people at the Dover Dental Group. The Dover Dental Group located at 129 West 2nd in Dover. So if you want a nice smile, if you want to take care of business when it comes to your teeth, how about Sean Moan at the Dover Dental Group? So there you get a good shot of some of the fans here tonight. We got, pretty decent crowd here tonight. And for you people watching us live all over America, I should say all over the world, I want to thank you for riding along with us tonight on the Big Time Sports Baseball Network. And tomorrow, of course, we'll be back in action right here at Dover City Park. We got noon first pitch. That one will be on a replay, so you can watch it on our replay. That's Akron-Hoban against the Dover Tornado softball ladies. And leading off now, Beckham Mast, the DH. As Coach Fondrias has a little chat as he walks down to his coaching box at third base. Umberger ready to begin now. The 5th inning. Ooh, a called strike on the first pitch from Umberger. Gonna chase it over by the dugout, can't quite get to it, so Beckham Mast will come back to the batter's box. In the hole now at 0-2. So Umberger on top of the count now at 0-2. Another foul ball down the left side. Perry jumped out early in inning number 1 by putting 2 on the board. Dover chipping its way back with 1 run in 3 of the innings so far. Ground ball to shortstop, and guess what? He's going to beat it out as the shortstop couldn't quite get the handle on that ground ball. Error. Smoochie put E6 in the books. There it goes, down to the shortstop. Looks like a routine play. Took his eye off of it. Can't make the throw. So a runner at first base on the error. And stepping in now will be the second baseman, Brody Hale. Home plate umpire ready to go now. Still limping a little bit, but ready to go. So nobody out with a runner at first base now as Hale steps in. Hale tries to bunt it, can't get it done. Foul down the first baseline. So the count 0-1 now. Uh-oh, guess what? Scoreboard just went berserk. And I think we got problems here at Dover City Park. Throw back to first base. He's in there. He's safe at first base. But the scoreboard now has come back up, but it might take him just a bit to get things back in order. And there they are. Didn't take long. The scoreboard is back. Hale will look. Hale shows bunt. Hale with a nice bunt. That's going to advance the runner. Got him at first base. Kind of a high throw to first base, but the first baseman went up and got it. Here it is again. Watch this bunt. It's a good bunt. I think it was more of a defensive bunt. But he put it down there and gets thrown out of first base. Umbarger now. We'll have a little chat with head coach Craig Whitaker of the Perry Panthers. So we're going to have a little chat on the mound. Everybody gathered around and we'll talk about this. We've got one out. You know, with a runner on now for the Dover Tornadoes. So why don't you check us out? Go to BigTimeSportsOhio.com. Check out our schedule. You'll see that we do a lot of high school softball and baseball this spring. And then, of course, after the regular season, check out our tournament schedule. We'll be doing both softball and baseball tournament games. Of course, we don't know yet who we're at or who might be playing, but we're going to bring them to you because that's why they call us Big Time Sports. All right, so the conference is over on the mound. Everybody's going to get back to business here. And it looks to me like we got a new pitcher again. And that might be number 13, Smoochie. Number 13 is Mitchell Takis. Mitchell Takis, only a sophomore. Mitchell Takis, T-A-K-A-C-S, Takis, a sophomore on the Panther roster. So this is pitcher number 3 now for the Prairie Panthers. Dover with 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. And the line for the Panthers says 2 runs on only 3 hits and 2 big errors for the Perry Panthers. But let's see now if Mitchell Takis will get a couple more warm-up throws and then we'll be back to baseball. And all of a sudden, it's getting a little now, the clouds are getting dark and the sun is gone. And guess what? With that wind, makes it just a little bit chilly. And there's a good look at the new pitcher, Mitchell Takis, for Perry. So Kale Oswald will step in now for the Tornadoes with 1 out and a runner at second base. High chopper to third. He'll look him back to second. Throw to first base. Gets him at first base. Nice play. Nice play by Carson Maley at third base for the Panthers. This is exactly how you're taught to do it. Gonna look the runner back. Gonna get it over to first base for the out. So 2 outs now. Dover Still with the runner at second base.
Guys, tippy toppy.
And here's the leadoff hitter now, Luke Leggett, the Dover shortstop. Leggett flew out to center field his last time. Ooh, a called strike on Luke Leggett. Looking for his first hit, the Dover shortstop. Ooh, a slow breaking ball. For strike two, so 0-2 now with 2 outs.
Let's go, Mitchell. Let's go, Mitchell.
Gavin Van Horn waiting down at second base. The ball's in the dirt, and there's no throw down to third, so Van Horn, with that exceptional speed. Let's check it out again. This one is gonna go down and get past the catcher again, and Van Horn now at third base. 2 outs, and what do we got? Guess what? Guess what? Van Horn is gonna score in the double to left field now. And what do we got? All right.
For the Tornadoes, number 17.
How about that? Let's check this out on our big play replay and check out the Dover shortstop, Luke Leggett. Leggett on the Domino's Pizza big play replay with a stand-up double and an RBI by Luke Leggett of the Tornadoes. Ooh, a called strike on the first pitch from Takis. At the plate, Jacob Naredo, the right fielder for Dover. So it's 4-2 now with the Leggett RBI. Foul ball back and away. Leggett goes back to second base, and by the way, Leggett, of course, happens to be Doug Clark's grandson. Can you believe that, Smooch? Smoochy said yes, he is. Ooh, a nice cut, and guess what? Naredo will go down swinging a strikeout for Takis, but not before Dover collects 2 more hits and 1 more run. It's 4-2 after 5. We'll be back with more excitement from Big Time Sports after this timeout.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
We are back to Dover City Park. We are Big Time Sports. We're bringing you exciting high school baseball action tonight between the Perry Panthers and the Dover Tornadoes. Here we go, top of the 6th inning, 4-2. Tornadoes on the top. Let's take a look now at our leadoff hitter. First pitch from Edwards. A called strike, right, Smooch? This is Cade Karenbauer. Karenbauer Looks at that pitch. That's a ball. That's going to even the count now on Cade Karenbauer at 1. Another one just misses from Chase Edwards. Wow, that one looked good from here, but guess what? That's ball 3 now, so 3-1. To Karenbauer. Here's the pitch. Luke Leggett, guess what? Easy peasy, baby. You can't get it past that left side of that infield. You got Judkins and Leggett over there. Two veterans at their positions, and here it is again. Watch it. Got a big chopping bounce to it, but Leggett is going to make it look like yesterday's news. Get it over to Nauer for the out. Jack Kintz, the second baseman, steps in for the Perry Panthers. Top of the 6th inning from Dover City Park. The Big Time Sports Baseball guys are here to bring you exciting live high school action. Don't forget, check out BigTimeSportsOhio.com. We've got more of the same coming at you this season. Third base coach from Perry with a nice pickup of that foul ball. The count on Kintz now, 1-2, as Edwards will bring it. That went inside. That one gets past Bergeron. That'll even the count now at 2. That one is fouled down the left side, got way out in front of that pitch. So Kintz will step back in now with the count even at 2. A breaking ball. A breaking ball from Edwards is going to get him on the left arm and send him down to first base. Watch it. There it goes. So a hit batter puts somebody at first base now. That's Jack Kintz at first base with only 1 out. Hunter Brand, the catcher, will step in. His last trip. Grounded out. His last time at the plate. The 0-1 pitch from Edwards. That one is high for a ball, and even a count now at 1. So Hunter Brand with a count now of 1-2. Runner at first base. Nice pitch. That's going to even the count now at 2. On the Panther catcher, Hunter Brand. That one is in the air to short center field. And of course that one is going to be a easy out. Check it out. Here's another look at it. K.O. Oswald is going to get underneath this one. It's up there in that wind. Oswald will come in and make the catch in short center field. K.O. Oswald with the put out. So we got 2 outs now. And at the plate, Brian Whitmer, the shortstop. Whitmer's last trip. struck out his last trip, and guess what? Little one to Brody Hale at second base. Hale makes the put out for number 3. We'll be back with more from Dover City Park after you watch this.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
On behalf of Big Time Sports and Image Video of North Canton, I'd like to welcome you back now to Dover City Park. We are here for the Perry Panthers and the Dover Tornadoes high school baseball game. It's a 4-2 contest in favor of Dover as the Tornadoes come to the plate here in the bottom of inning number 6. Leading things off will be Liam Mast. And Liam Mast has had a good game tonight. I know he's got at least 2 hits, right? And Smooch, at the end of the game, we need to name our Clar's XL Screen Printing Player of the Game. So I'll need to know Smoochy, Honey, hits and RBIs. 1-1 the count. That one is high for ball 2 on the leadoff hitter, Liam Mast. That one is low for a ball. That's going to make it 3-1 now on Mast. That one's in there. That's going to make it a full count now. Long drive. That one is going to get in there. That one is going to go almost to the fence, and we got a stand-up double by Liam Mast. Mast continues to pound the ball tonight. That's hit number 3 now for Liam Mast, and watch it. It's going to go deep, deep, deep into right center field for a stand-up double. There you see the center fielder trying to chase it down and get it back in, but not before Liam Mast is standing on the bag at second. Jack Judkins, the third baseman. He's had a hot bat so far this season for Dover. Swing and a miss by Judkins. Takis, our third Perry pitcher, Mitchell Takis, and we got one going down third base now Liam Mast on the passed ball is going to go down to third base. And here it is again. Another one back to the backstop. As the Perry catcher will chase it, but not before Liam Mast is standing on the bag at third. Guess what? A called third strike from Mitchell Takis. Here it is again. This is a called third strike. And watch it. So Judkins will go down, and the Dover catcher Braden Bergeron will step in. Smoots, what did our buddy Braden do his last trip? All right. All right, so he is 1 for 1 in the game because he's had 2 walks on the game. So a hit and 2 walks so far for the Dover catcher, Braden Bergeron. Dover now with 8 hits in the contest. Swing and a miss by Bergeron. Guess what? Catcher dropped the ball but tagged the batter, and that's going to do it for out number 2. Here it is again, compliments of the Dennison yard. Camp Nauer, the first baseman, with the 2 outs and a runner on third. Nauer will take a, don't know yet because it's not on the scoreboard. All right, that foul back and out of play will make it 0-2 now. Oh, now they got it at 1-1 on the board. Another one out of play, off of the bat of Cam Nauer. That's going to make it 1-2 now. But we got a runner on the corner. Guess what? A called third strike with a runner at third for out number 3. So guess what? That's 6 of them. The Prairie Panthers will come up in the top of the 7th inning and have got to get at least 2 to keep this train moving along. It's 4-2. After 6, we are the Big Time Sports Baseball Network. We'll be back after you and you watch this.
Beaver Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
Back at Dover City Park, there you get a good look at what's going on here on the Big Time Sports TV Network. Dover shut them down here in the top of the 7th. Dover will pick up their 4th win of the season, but it's not over till it's over, and here come the Prairie Panthers. It's 4-2, top of the 7th. Leading things off, the first baseman, Ben Rogers. First pitch, a strike from Chase Edwards. Edwards has pitched a real good game this evening. Only 3 hits he has given up. Wow, that's right. He gave up 3 hits in the first inning. And after that first inning, look out because here comes Chase Edwards. Edwards has shut him down since the first inning. That one is wide and high for a ball. That'll make it 1-2 now to Ben Rogers. So Edwards needs only 3 outs. And guess what? There's out number 1 with a called third strike on the outside corner. Check it out again. Baseball fans, compliments of the Denison yard. All right, umpire's going to ring it up. And stepping in now will be Carson Maley. No, it won't be Carson Maley. It's Mitchell Takis, the pitcher. The new Perry pitcher, the third pitcher for Perry at the plate now, Mitchell Takis. He looks at a 2-0 count now from Chase Edwards. Wow, what has gotten into Chase Edwards? The last 2 pitches have been have really missed the mark. Wow, I'm going to tell you what, he wasn't going to miss on that one. That one's right down. That was radar, baby. No doubt about that last pitch. Well, we got a full count now. 1 out, top of the 7th. Full count now on the hitter. There's a chopper. Guess what? You ain't going to get it past Luke Leggett, baby. The rangy shortstop with the quick feet comes from the edge of the grass at shortstop. Will field the ball behind second base and fire it to Cam Nauer at first. Great play, Luke Leggett. Okay, so now we have a new hitter in the box for the Perry Panthers. This is senior Liam Bodicher. Liam Bodicher will step in now with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, and if Edwards can get him to go down, we'll head for the bus. And it'll be a Dover win, but it's not over. We've got 1 more to go as Bodicher will step in. Bodicher with the bunt attempt. Gets the called strike, 0-1 now. Liam Bodicher, his first appearance at the plate. That one is going to miss to even the count now at 1. There's a nice shot of the young man at the plate for the Perry Panthers. That one is going to miss. That'll make it 2-1 now on Liam Bodicher. So Edwards gave up 3 hits in the first inning and has shut him down ever since then. Edwards, the junior right-hander for the Dover Tornadoes, with the right pitch right now, could get another win on this young season, but it won't be that one. That's going to be a ball now to make it a full count. 3-2 now on Liam Bodicher. Don't forget, we are Big Time Sports. You can watch it any place in the world at Big Time Sports. Ooh, that one is high, so Chase Edwards issues a walk to the new guy at the plate, Liam Bodisher. So with 2 outs, let's take a look now. Compliments of the Denison Yard on our replay. There's the pitch. He lost that one again, so Edwards just a little bit off the mark in the top of the 7th inning here. That'll bring up Jonathan Lemon. It'll bring up Jonathan Lemon, the right fielder. So Coach Whitaker will have a conference now with his base runners and the guy in the batter's box and the guy on deck. So we're going to do some planning here in hopes that it might work out because they are down by 2 now with 2 outs. Chase Edwards, who has pitched a real good game tonight, only 1 out away from putting a W in the books. And stay with us after the game for our wrap-up report. Compliments of Simpson. That's Simpson Heating and Cooling. And my good friend Steve Van Horn at Simpson Heating and Cooling. We're going to need a Clar's XL screen printing player of the game too, Smooch. And I'm going to tell you what, I got 2 guys that are neck and neck for this player of the game thing. Yes, I'm going to have to get some votes out of our production truck to figure this out. But I'm sure we can do it if we put our heads together. 1-1 account now with 2 outs. Runner at first base. Guess what, Judkins? It's over. So Dover will win this one tonight 4-2 over the Perry Panthers. So we're going to step back. We're going to take a couple minutes. We're going to get some stats together. We're going to talk about a player of the game. We're going to do some behind-the-scenes stuff. We're going to come back with our Simpson Heating and Cooling wrap-up show, and we will be back after you watch this.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
It's March, baby, and Simpson Heating and Cooling is bringing the heat. And the shot is up. The shot is up. You call that a shot? Why don't we get somebody to teach these guys about the game of hoops?
What do you think, Coach?
So I thought you said these guys were all-stars.
They are a lot more professional here in their installation. Check out this installation. He's got 1 turn. He makes 2 turns. Wow! Sweet banana. We have got a full installation.
Now I see what you meant when you were talking about all-stars. These guys know what they're doing.
Somebody call for an all-star?
When madness hits your home, choose Simpson.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local
Dover City Park Big Time Sports, bringing you exciting big time high school baseball action tonight. And the winner, you're looking at the winning team out there having a little pep rally amongst themselves out around second base, and that is the team they call the Tornadoes. And they come from Dover High School. There you see the box score. Compliments of our scoreboard sponsor, Wayne Garage Door. Dover with 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. Perry with 2 runs on only 3 hits and 2 errors. Now, to set the stage a little bit, Perry jumped out to a 2-zip lead early in the first inning. So Perry, after 1, leading 2-zip. Perry got 3 hits in the first inning, and they end the game with only 3 hits. I think it was a good win for the Dover Tornadoes. It's a non-league foe. Perry with a nice ball club. Just a little bit short tonight. Our final score goes to the Dover Tornadoes. Dover will go to 4-1 on the season. Perry will go to 0-4 on the season. Now it comes time that we need to name our player of the game. And our player of the game, we had some discussion with the guys in the truck, and we decided that why not? We're going to name we got 2 MVPs in this game tonight for Dover. The first one is Liam Mast. Here's 1 of 3 hits for Liam Mast. So Liam Mast, one of our MVPs with 3 big hits for the Tornadoes. Now let's go to the Dover pitcher, Chase Edwards. Edwards gave up 3 hits in the first inning and closed the door. He slammed the door after the first inning. So tonight, 2 MVPs. Congratulations, Liam Mast and Chase Edwards. That's going to wrap things up tonight from the Big Time Sports broadcast booth. I want to thank our good friends Image Video for taking care of our production this evening. For Smoochie Jones on the book and the love of my life, I'm the mellow tones of Charlie Jones. Keep your socks high and your powder dry. And Smoochie, good night, everybody.